Hello, hi everyone. This is Mara Rose Jam Essentials. Okay, today I want to talk about spirituality, or basically spirituality. You know, growing up to me, um, my family, some of my family was like church going, church going a lot. You know, and to me, church just didn't seem like church to me. When I went inside the church when I was a young when I was at a younger age, okay, it just wasn't right to me. You understand? And I don't know how to explain it all to you, but church just wasn't right. It was just something about church that just wasn't right for me. And I don't care about how many ways you slice it. Church just didn't ever seem right. Ever. Ever. From the age of when I first went. And my mom would take us to church, and I was like, okay, these people in here, I don't know what's that what they call what is it, hypocrites? I think that's what they would call it, whatever. But how be ever, church just wasn't right to me. No matter how many ways you slice it, church wasn't right to me. So at a young age, I started studying spirituality. So I had been reading books about Tibet. I was so interested in Tibet and different religions. Not religions, but mm, different studies and practices. Okay, like metaphysical, spirituality, mm, higher vibrations, or visualize yourself every day becoming a better person, self help books. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, let's see what else would I say. Like this picture behind me. Okay, put we can say that mind, body, and soul. Higher frequency manifestation, because I just knew just that something was different in the world to me. So I always knew that, but I was just like, the books were just so interesting. Sometimes maybe I couldn't pronounce the words as good as I could, but I just knew the church wasn't it. And anyway, so I would read things like, spirituality, star seeds, indigo children. And when you learn about such great knowledge, you have to be a knowledge seeker, a very knowledgeable seeker. And when you go seeking that type of knowledge, it is so beautiful to obtain. It's so beautiful to obtain because you just get to noticing different things in the world every day. Like mm, you are able to meditate, to able to seek the truth. You are able to become healthier. You are able to awaken. You are just able to do so many things, to me. So, um, it's always best to always do your own knowledge. Always seek your own knowledge. Always look for your inner knowing of your inner self. To thy own self be true, you know? You remember, like on the Matrix? Oh my goodness. And I remember one day I was having my one of my children, and I was so upset. I was so upset. Not upset of having my child. Now, don't get me wrong there. But it was just so happened the day my child was born was on the same day Matrix 2 came out. I mean, could you imagine? I want to see the Matrix 2, but I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. Well, of course I couldn't see it because there was another dimension that I was being aware to, that my child was coming into the world. So that was taking me onto another dimension of a higher level, so of awareness. So majority of my life I taught my children about spirituality because, as I said before in the video, church wasn't never for me. It just wasn't never for me. I don't care how many ways you slice it, it just wasn't for me. And you know, when you know it's always better to do your own reading and learning, because you get so enlightened and so tuned in to honing in on your own gifts and abilities that you have. Everybody have these gifts. Everybody has gifts. You just have to hone in on them. And you get to, like, you just get to know, let's see, how would I say? You just get to know your higher self. And when you learn your higher self, you learn that there are no coincidences in the universe. There's no coincidence. Nothing happens by coincidence. You just know to focus, pay attention, be enlightened, be a star seed or indigo. Learn to enhance your inner abilities. But before you can enhance those inabilities, you must first work on your shadow self. Now, I'll tell you now, if you do not work on your shadow self, you will not be able to hone into your abilities. So you must, in order to be a spiritualist or spiritual teacher or guidance, you first have to learn how to have no fear and be limitless, right? So I'm gonna tell you the story. So one day I was laying in the bed, right? I was laying in the bed, and I was laying in the bed. So one day I was laying in the bed. Now I'm laying in the bed. Now I'm just laying in the bed. I look in the hallway, glance over in the hallway, just glanced over at the hallway, right? On the wall was a shadow, just a shadow. Now it was a shadow. Now I'm laying in the bed. It was a shadow. I'm turning my head. It was a shadow, right? So a shadow turned around, peeked at me, and I was like, and I knew it was me. I knew it was my shadow self, me, of course. I knew who it was. It was myself. So my shadow self was looking at myself laying in the bed. I was like, what the blame? What the mayhem is this? I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing looking at me? I'm in the bed. Why are you looking at me? I was like, what are you doing? And my shadow self was letting me know something, okay? My shadow self was letting me know something uh, that I had to get in tune for what was to come. And by me being a vegan and all, and not clogging my system, and being around enough senior citizens or people with wisdom, knowing that, okay, because, they'll tell you stories and everything else, but by me being around people with knowledge, I knew, like, okay. I just knew that it's always best to listen to your inner self, to thy own self be true. And to my own surprise, you'd be like, a normal person would be like, how do you know that was you? Of course I know that's me. Because when you are in tune with yourself, you know your outer self. You know yourself. How would a person know oneself if one doesn't know oneself? So I just found that weird. I was like, why are you looking at me? What am I doing? But like I had said before, my future self was letting me know that at that time is something to come and get ready and get prepared for. So I was like, okay. So I need to get more in tune. So, so before, look at that. This is a story. This is a salivating story too, huh? Before then, now I like steaks and all. Oh my goodness, I used to love steaks. Oh my goodness, I used to love a good steak and eggs for breakfast. But that was at the time. But I don't eat that. 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 Not anymore. But at that time, when my body was not really clogged, because I didn't really eat pork anyway, but at that time of just eating, my future self was letting me know it's time to get ready for something else. You understand? So, for you all those who do understand out there, so I just knew to get ready because, you know, the world is changing. The world is changing. And to be ready and to get ready. So I had found it real weird. I just the weirdest thing to me. But anyway, I just know what kind of person I am, and I know to be honed in on my, let's just say, my star seed or my, I knew to get ready for, mm, I knew to get ready for the shift, like the law of attraction. You know, of course, people talk about it all the time, the law of attraction, the law of attraction, the law of attraction. But I knew to get in tune with a shift. A shift was coming. I knew that a shift was coming, and my shadow self was letting me know also ahead of time. It's a big shift coming, so get ready. So that's basically what I wanted to talk to you all about today. As far as all of you all warriors out there, or spiritualists out there, or indigo children, or star seeds out there, we all came here to do a purpose, and it's a wonderful time to be here in this world we are in now. And if you're on your right journey, if you're on your right journey, if you're on your right, or if you're on your right journey, you be prepared your frequencies will let you know, especially when you're on the right diet, when you're eating the right foods, when you're eating your right foods and everything. When you're eating your right foods and everything, you hone in on so many gifts that your body has for you, you know? So that's just what I want to talk to you all today about is just spirituality, metaphysics, and learning and keep being knowledgeable because it's a great, pardon me, it's a great thing to be aware. Okay, till you all. So till next time, continue blooming. I hope you all out there are blooming and eating lots of vegetables, and staying healthy as you can because your body, you know how you have that instinct or the gut feeling, you know. So that's what I want to talk to you about today was just spirituality, gut feelings, star seeds, indigos. It's a good thing to hone in on your abilities and the person that you are meant to be. All right? Till you all next time, continue blooming out there. People out there, continue to bloom. Till next time, later. Okay?